Hello and welcome to this video where I am going to attempt to interview some people in Stockholm and ask them about happiness. So let's go. Thank you.
Yeah.
How long have you lived in Sweden? Have you grown up here?
Yeah, we have grown up.
Both of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you enjoy living in Sweden?
Yeah.
Yeah. I lived abroad for a while, but Sweden is still my favorite place to live.
Okay. And why is Sweden your favorite place to live?
Families here
Yeah,
and
I
all
guess
our
that
friends.
also.
It's
Like it's clean air. I lived in Shanghai. It was hard to breathe, so this is much better.
Okay, amazing. And why would you say that Swedish people are known as some of the happiest people on earth? Why do you think that is?
I didn't know that was the case. Are you
Well,
sure?
Scandinavian countries
yeah,
anyway.
Okay, yeah.
I think maybe the social welfare
yeah, I would say
system.
that too.
Yeah, it's
We have-
safe to live here, and I think a lot of people from Sweden think that the government will take care of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
You are right. That's what Google said. If you could have 3 things to make you happy in life, what would those 3 things be?
Work-life balance,
Yeah. Families and friends.
family. Yeah, we're having a baby soon.
Yeah.
That's gonna make the life better, I hope.
Oh, I'm sure it will. Congratulations, by the way. What is your favorite thing about living in Sweden?
Probably the welfare system, like preschools, healthcare, that type of thing.
I do like that it has a really good like healthcare system also, like you can depend on. Yeah,
And where did you live before moving to Sweden?
Denmark. So just
okay,
yeah.
nice. So
Yeah.
Scandinavia.
Yeah.
And what do you guys do for a living?
I'm a producer at a video company. Like,
I'm a teacher.
Do you enjoy your jobs?
yes,
Yes.
Do you think enjoying what you do has a huge impact on how happy of a person that you are?
absolutely.
For sure.
And why do you think that?
I think it's because like it's something that I've decided that I wanted to do. So it's like a lot of like it's a decision I've taken, and I know you know what you want the most yourself. So yeah.
Well, it's like a big part of your life. So like 40 hours a week, you're there. And if you are unhappy there, it's going to affect the rest.
Yeah.
So I think that's...
If you could have 3 things in your life that make you a happy person, what would those 3 things be?
Good food, good relationships. So like my boyfriend, my family, friends, and the opportunity to like try new things, traveling, something like that.
Good food, great health, and the last one, great opportunities.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much. I'm going to ask you one more question. If you could give some life advice to a stranger, what would you give them?
I feel like there's always gonna be like an open path somewhere. Like you're always gonna be able to find like I feel like you need to not lose hope in any situation, because it can sometimes feel really dark, but like at some point things are gonna turn, if it's not exactly the thing you have in mind, but it will turn and it will be something that's better than your current situation, for sure.
Yeah, like there's always a path somewhere for you, and remember that you have loved ones and people that depend on you, and look to them to find strength if you're in a bad place, I would say.
Your name, sorry?
Cornelia?
Axel.
How long have you guys lived in Sweden?
I don't know, maybe 16 years or something more.
Wow, nice. And what brought you back to Sweden?
My mom.
Okay. What, are you raised here?
No, I would say I'm raised in Berlin.
How about you?
No, I've been here for 23 years. I was raised here, so I haven't left. Yeah, born and raised in Sweden.
What do you like most about living in Sweden?
Aesthetics.
The aesthetics?
Yeah, maybe.
That's interesting.
Like the Scandinavian, have a really clean aesthetic, maybe.
And that's what you like most about Sweden? The Scandinavian,
No,
maybe the it girl vibe, or...
Put it like that, I don't know. Sounds so ytligt, but friends.
Yeah.
My family, of course, and I don't know.
How about you? What do you like most about here?
Probably the friends. Other than that, maybe summer, because Swedish summer is the best.
And what do you guys do?
I'm studying right now.
I'm a software engineer.
Okay. And do you enjoy what you do?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
And do you think you have to enjoy what you do in order to be a happy person?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. I value the stability a lot. So maybe if you're not happy with your work or don't enjoy it, but you have the stability, you can be happy outside as well. So yeah, it depends, but no, I wouldn't say so.
What 3 things do you need in life in order for you to be a happy person?
I think I have to think about that for a while. But you value stability.
Stability, yeah. I like it.
And what does stability mean for you?
You know, income so you can get by. You want your own, I don't know. It's like life isn't changing as much. You're not living day by day. You have your stability.
So you don't like change and like adventure, excitement?
I do, but
Well, you value stability more.
I like moved to northern Sweden in less than a month because I wanted to study for university. So I've done some like spontaneous stuff, but right now I value stability a lot because I live in Stockholm and I have my work and yeah.
So do you think living in Stockholm maybe influences you to be more of like a stable person? It makes you want to be stable?
Yeah, because it's I'm raised here, so I know how to get by and I know how Stockholm works. So I feel like that's a comfort zone for me as well. So yeah, of course.
So you value like stability and comfort maybe in order to be happy?
Sort of, yeah.
And you, Cornelia?
I think one big thing is to like feel secure in yourself and learn to be like independent. Because I also want to be with someone, you know, and have like the second person. But I think first you have to work on yourself and heal and stuff like that, maybe.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing.
And what are some small things in life that make you happy, maybe on the day-to-day?
I like to see my dog every day. He makes me happy. So yeah, I was to say that, to see my dog.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
To talk to my friends, like to feel that you're not alone, maybe. And like pretty small things around you. I love like aesthetic things.
And I have one more question.
Yes.
If you could give one piece of life advice to a stranger, what would you tell them?
You like get to know yourself and how you work and how you can be strong and independent, like, and love yourself in a way. Like, you get to know yourself before getting into relationships, maybe.
Advice.
Life advice for a stranger.
Oh.
Maybe reflecting on personal experiences or
My sort of life or motto, whatever, is like just take it as it comes. You know, you can't affect anything like outside of what you can affect. So just live by the moment and do whatever when it comes to you. I don't know.
here and now.
Here and now.
Here and now. Thank you, guys. How long have you lived in Sweden?
My whole life.
What do you do for a living?
I am a quality technician at a sports company here in Sweden.
And do you think what you do for a living impacts how happy you are in life?
Yeah, maybe.
But do you think you can still be a happy person even if you don't enjoy your job, for example?
No, that is a huge impact.
Yeah, and why do you think that?
Oh, yeah, I do what I like. I'm working with what I like to, so I don't know actually.
If you could have 3 things in your life which make you a happy person, what would those 3 things be?
A great apartment where I can live with my boyfriend, obviously, and 3 things.
A great apartment?
Yeah, it would be good. Or a house, of course. Yeah, a job that I like with colleagues. And yeah, I would like to live closer to my family. They are up in the north, so if they would live here as well, it would be.
If you could give one piece of advice to a stranger, what would you tell them?
I would say smile, because people are more open to each other when we are smiling, so
Thank you. You have an amazing smile, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so nice. Oh, thank you so much again. How long have you lived here in Sweden?
all my life.
I was going to guess so, you know. What is your favourite thing about living in a Scandinavian country?
Nature. It's a beautiful country.
Would you say that what you do has a big impact on how happy you are as a person?
Yes, absolutely.
And why would you say that?
Because when you work with something, you find meaning in.
If you could have 3 things in life which make you a happy person, what would those 3 things be?
Family. You see, a nature and a place, good place to live.
If you could give one piece of life advice to a stranger, what would you tell them? I feel like you would have something good, you know?
Yeah.
I have a
Be
feeling.
yourself.
Where are you from?
Finland.
And what do you guys do?
We're on this cruise with our whole school and things, and we're here for today, and then we're going back to Finland.
Why do you think Finland is known as one of the most happiest countries? Do you have any ideas?
I think it's because people in Finland like to enjoy their lives, enjoy little things than the bigger things, and like that.
There is so much nature in there.
Yeah.
So I think the nature is the most important thing.
Yeah,
when you
it's
can
kinda-
go just with your family on a vacation, in a little village, and then just chilling there.
Yeah, it's kind of inspiring to be with nature and with the people
summer.
with you love, and the Finnish summer is amazing.
Oh, mate, wow. I feel like I need to go to Finland now. If you could pick 3 things to have in your life that will make you happy, what would those 3 things be?
Probably family and friends, and I don't know, freedom, and just enjoy living life, and
I think family, friends, and to be healthy. Without any diseases. So.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much for answering these questions.
Thank you.
Okay, how long have you lived in Sweden?
Well, all my life.
And do you think that doing something you enjoy impacts how happy you are as a person?
Well, sort of, yeah. I mean, part of it. Not everything, but part of it, yes.
Okay, but if you don't enjoy what you do you think you can still be happy?
No,
Why?
because then I'm not doing anything that I enjoy. Happiness depends most. If you do what you enjoy, then you are happy, I guess, yeah.
So if you could have 3 things in your life which make you a happy person, what 3 things would you have?
Don't know. Difficult question. Guess it's... no, I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Friends, family, love,
No.
something you enjoy?
Yeah, just, good friends.
Yeah. Good friends?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to ask you one more question.
Sure.
If you could give some life advice to a stranger, what would you tell them?
Oh, that's a tough one too. I just guess enjoy life then.
Enjoy life.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like you have more in here, but you're not giving it to me.
Maybe.
You do. You
Maybe.
do. Maybe. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Last guy that I just interviewed, I think, was definitely a wise man, but he was so secluded.
I think he went through some things actually.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to get food now because it's freezing.
Daryl has to learn to speak to strangers without hesitating for 5 minutes. It could be worse. 30 seconds, and then people are already gone, and then she has to go in front of them and be like, ursäkta mig. And that's very awkward, and that's weird, and that's why people run away. When you want to interview strangers, you need to be smiling, you need to approach them immediately, and you should not think, because you get 10% success rate. But you did well.
Thank you for your advice, Liza. Next time I do this, you are not coming. I'm joking. No, I'm joking. You helped me a lot, so thank you. But it's hard.
Yeah, the fear of rejection. It's good to practice that, because that
Oh,
happens
my
in life
ego is
all the
like,
time. Your ego is being crushed every second.
Yeah, that's the problem.
But you really think that? You really
No.
feel that?
No, because it is nothing personal. It's just sad.
It's annoying, I would say.
Yeah, and people...
It's energy draining. Like, hey, hello, excuse me. And I'm like, hello, okay. Hey, hello, excuse me. It's like, all the time you need to be happy.
And I am being... I know, and like it's like I am being happy and hopeful. So why are they saying no? And they say they have a place to be, and it's just a lie.
Yeah, that's the Swedish kindness.